So this year for 2016, the Optix conference has come to the wonderful Celtic Manor Resort in Newport, where we've had a great time, 300 delegates and exhibitors, and a thoroughly wonderful event.
I have heard more than one person say, lock up your daughters, all those optical retailers looking to manage patients, staff, suppliers, operation and finances, and seeking the tools to plan for future success through means of a true business management application allowing them to unlock the potential that exists within their business are in town.
I think it's just an inspiring event. You meet colleagues in the same industry and you also listen to inspiring speakers from other industries, and it's just inspiring generally.
Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. Rule number 3 is never give up. And rule number 4 is the most important one of all, is never, ever give up. Turnover is vanity. Profit is sanity. That's where you want to be heading.
It wasn't the 6 weeks that Andrew and I thought it would take. In fact, in the end, I was out there for 3.5 months on my own. And that's a long time to be alone.
These people here, a lot of them are in the same position as me. They run small family businesses, and I know what their world is like because it's my world.
It's been great coming to Optix 2016 this year. I've learned quite a lot about the reporting system. It's been great to see some of the products and the services that are offered by the sponsors as well. It's just been a great time to have.
So what do we react to negatively? We react to things that are new, change, ideas. Yeah? And we can't help it. It's part of our DNA. I've worked in creativity and innovation for over 20 years. I still can't help looking at ideas and going, that's rubbish. It's the first thing that happens. But my job is not to say that. My job is to spot it in my head and go, okay, how could it work? How could I make it positive? How can I build on this and make it something useful?
The product hub, from our point of view as a supplier, what is required of us going forward should work really well for us, because having the product online for the customers to select should speed the whole process and hopefully mean that we'll open up more accounts and grow our business with the Optix customers.
So Optix 2016 is a great event for meeting people and hearing some great speakers.
George Bush said, why doesn't your wife go and have tea with Laura, my wife, while we're talking? So Theon very gratefully went off with Laura. While they were gone, George Bush said, I must get your wife's name right because it's got 2 F's at the beginning. I've never seen anything like this in Texas. I said, it couldn't be simpler. It's a Welsh name. It's just an F sound at the beginning. It's just how the Welsh make an F sound. Then probably I made it too complicated. I said, if it was 1 F, it would be a V. So it's just F at the beginning. He said, it couldn't be simpler, could it? I said, no. So then they came back, Laura and Theon came back, and then we went out to a press conference, and George Bush said, it's great to have here in Texas the Right Honourable Haig and his wife, Effion.
Well, it's just been a very enjoyable conference all the way through, really. It's a friendly community atmosphere here. There's a real positivity from the delegates. They want to progress their practices, invest in their practices and move forward. The user group forum here really creates that environment and allows them to stretch to the next level. And as a participant and a sponsor of the event, it's just a great opportunity for us to engage with our client base and help them make that next step.